What's going on, guys? Blender Bench here, and in this video we're going to continue moving forward. We're working on the panels by adding a nice bevel to the harsh edges to make it look a little bit more natural and realistic. And then as well, we're going to create a doorway for this door opening here on the wall. So first thing I'm going to do is work on the doorway. Since it's a little bit more complex than creating bevels, I want to press Shift A, go to Mesh, then go to Cube. I want to use the Move tool to move this closer to this area here, and we can put it in the middle if we want. Then what I want to do is toggle on X-ray mode by selecting this icon here at the top right corner of the viewport, and pressing 1 on the keyboard we can go to the front view. And what I want to do is basically scale this on the X-axis so it extends a little bit beyond the cutout. This is fine here. I'll use the Move tool to line it up a bit more. Looks a little bit more even. Press Tab to go to edit mode. Switch from edge select to face select. Press 1 on the keyboard again, on the number pad. Use the blue arrow and drag this up. And I want this to be a little bit higher. So this looks good right about here. Now what I can do is press Tab, enter edit mode, and scale this in the Y-axis. And we can actually toggle off X-ray mode for this. So we can grab this green arrow, pull it, hold down Shift for incremental movements. And we want this to basically just extend a little bit beyond the trim. So with this selected, we'll just pull this a little bit further to somewhere around here. That looks good. Press Tab to enter edit mode. And what I want to do is select the front face, hold Shift, select the bottom, and while continue to hold Shift, select the back face. Then we can press I on the keyboard, which is the shortcut for Inset, and create a nice little cutout here. That looks good. And then we can press X to delete these faces. And what I now want to do is go to Edge Select and basically select the top front edge of the doorway, hold Shift, select this back opposite face edge, right click, go to Bridge Edge Loops, and we have this. And we can drag this down so it makes a little bit more sense. Double click this edge, press F, which is the hotkey for fill, right click, and do the same on the opposite side. Press F. Now go to face select, select this face, hold Shift, select the opposite, and continue to hold Shift and select the top face. Then we can press I once again to create a inset, and you just want it to be about this thick. And that's fine. Switch to edge select, select this one here at the bottom, rotate around, hold Shift, and select the bottom one on this side, and we can just bring it down with the Move tool to somewhere around here. Don't let it touch this edge here, just give it a little bit of space. And now we can switch back to face select, select this one, hold Shift, select this one, and continue to hold Shift and select this one as well. Now we can press E to extrude, right click to cancel the movement, and what we want to do is basically select the sides, hold Shift, use the scale tool, and we can just scale this on the X-axis, give it a little bit of thickness right about here. Switch to the Move tool, select the top face, and just bring this down to match. That looks good. And we can press Tab to exit, and we're done with this. And we can just press Shift Q to turn on wireframe if you want to see that. Now lastly, what we're going to do is just add bevels to all the sharp corners on the rest of the panels. So I want to first select this one, press Tab, into edit mode, go to Edge Select, double click this edge to select the entire edge, hold Shift, double click this edge, hold Shift, double click, hold shift, double click. And if you press Ctrl B, notice you're gonna get an issue. Ctrl B is to bevel. And notice we have an issue, we can't bevel. So let's right click to cancel that, Ctrl Z. And then we can basically go back to object mode. And to fix this, we need to basically reset the scale. So select the object, press Ctrl A, go to scale, and you need to apply it. So once that's applied, now if we press tab, we can double click these edges again, Ctrl B, and we can bevel. And we want to add 3 edges, so we'll middle mouse scroll up to add about 3 edges. And I want to enter a value. I want to enter 0.009. Press enter to confirm. And that's exactly where it should be and how it should look. It's perfect. And the reason we're beveling these is because nothing in real life is 100% sharp. It takes away, the realism. Now those corners are done. Now we can move forward. Double click any of these edges. Hold shift, double click the bottom edges. Ctrl B, enter 0.009. Press enter to confirm. Press tab to exit to go back to object mode. We're done with this one. And don't forget, for each different panel, we can actually just hold shift really quick. And we can just press Ctrl A to reset the scale. We're gonna have to do it individually for each one. So now we can select this panel here, press tab, enter edit mode, go back to face select, delete the sides, as well as the bottom, press X or delete, go to faces. Now we can switch to edge select, hold shift and select these two, press Ctrl B, enter 0.009, enter, and we're done. Do the same moving forward to this one, press tab. We're in edge select these two, Ctrl B, 0.009, enter. Tab, select these, Ctrl B, 0.009, enter. This one actually doesn't need any. And this one doesn't need it either, so we'll just move to the window. Press tab. Select these two bottom ones, Ctrl B, 0.009, enter. And we actually don't need to do it to this window if we don't want to. We're going to be adding something to this window later on. So press tab and do this last doorway. Press tab. So this edge, this one. Control B, 0.009, enter. Tab, and we're done. We can sharpen this one if we want to. Let's just do this one actually. Press tab. Actually, we need to press Control A, reset the scale for this. Now we can do it. Select these edges here. Control B, 0.009, enter. And we won't worry about the ones on the other side. But one thing we will do is press tab, go to the bottom of the doorway, go to face select, and we'll delete these bottom faces. Press delete. Faces, press tab. And let's also delete these faces we don't need on the rest of the panels, and we'll call this a wrap. So let's go here to the divider, press tab. Oh, we actually deleted that already, so we're done with this. Let's go to the corner piece, tab, face select. And we want to just basically choose the sides and the bottom because we don't need those faces. Hit X, delete faces. We delete these faces too here because we don't need these. Press tab. We do the same for this one. And we're done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and I didn't lose anyone. Give the video a like, thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.